Hi guys, let me know when you join. Let me know when you join. I didn't want to mix this with the other video. I want us to talk about a very important topic. Hi Winnie, thank you for coming back. I want us to discuss a very important topic and something that people keep fighting here in America. But the truth is, you can survive in America without a single credit card. You can survive. I'm gonna give you my own story, what happened to me three months ago, and I found myself with a debt that surprised me. I had a debt of, I actually don't even know where my credit card is because I no longer use it because, yeah, it is right here. This is my credit card over here. If you zoom it in, it says my company's name. I'm coming to that. I am coming to that. There is something that I like people to know through my own experience. You can live in America, even though America is portrayed as a state that you cannot survive without building your credit or relying with credit cards. It's somehow not true. 3 months ago, me here, with all my knowledge about credit cards, with how much I have ever warned people to not get trapped by the credit card, I found myself with a debt of $4,600. I was owing this credit company, this is my credit card, $4,600. Because I was using this credit card to swipe at the stores, whether I'm buying a big purchase, whether I'm doing a big purchase or a small purchase, I would use this. Whether I want to buy an airline ticket, I would use this. But the thing about credit card is that you swipe unconsciously. This is not your money. This card has like 10,000 US dollars loaded here. 10,000. And if I let the 10,000 get into my brain and think like I already have 10,000, I will use it however I want. That is what happened to me 3 months ago. And that is why I decided I'm gonna work like crazy to be able to know that I'm only using the money that I'm supposed to, or the money that I have already made. One mistake about these cards: you spend money that you have not even acquired to go look for the money whether you get it or not, and then come pay back. I didn't know I have also gotten the disease. It is a disease. If you want to believe in this credit card, you will live by this credit card for as long as you live in America. But it is very possible to not use credit card because you do not need this credit card. You can go make money and buy what you have earned. I found myself with $4,600 debt. How did I know? They sent me a bill. They sent me a bill of $87 because I had already delayed to pay back $2,000 that I had spent. So together with when I was supposed to pay and the time they sent me, I already had owed $4,600. So if you do not pay back within the given time, they give you an interest, and you're gonna pay back, and it is very high because it's like 20-something%. You can think of 20-something% interest rate. That is so much money. So I decided, I told that guy, I'm gonna clear that debt. I'm gonna clear it from my savings account. But thank you so much, because I have come to realize then I'm not being able to sustain myself. I'm using money that I have not even made. The bank of my savings account is a different bank. The bank of this one could not pay the credit that I owed, $4,600. Essie, is your head even working? Do you have brain? That was the questions that were running through my mind. How comes? How did you even find yourself with this much money and your checking account doesn't have anything close to that? In fact, it didn't even have more than 100, because I had just paid my house. My friend, I called myself into a conference and I arrived very early with a notebook and a pen, and I said, from today, I'm not gonna use this credit card anymore. And this is something I learned very long time ago. You can survive in America without a credit card if you do not wanna make it your goddess. If you make it your goddess, you will swear by it day and night. And nobody will ever let you understand that. You do not need a credit card in America. You do not. This one gonna complicate your life. It gonna make you get drowned by debts. Because it lies to you, you have money when you don't have money. What I did, I was swiping this card everywhere, not knowing that I need to pay as fast as I'm swiping it. So I couldn't even work as hard because I do have $10,000 here. Yes, I do. Why should I even bother so much? When I decided, no, this cannot happen to me because I know better and I should know better. How do I survive without credit card? Ask me that question. I'm gonna reply to you right away. What I do, if I have to buy a car, I have to go make money first and then I go for the car. Right now, I bought a car. It's a 2018 year car, and it's a good car. For now, it's a good car. Let me say that, because I know there are better cars, but that is the best I could afford. That is the best I could have paid from my pocket. It is not so many people that are able to pay from their pocket. Why? Because they swear by this. They were made they were brainwashed that you have to have a debt in America in order for you to survive. No. Refuse to spend any dime that you have not worked, that you have not worked for, that you have not earned. If you want to go for a trip, if you want to go for a vacation, make sure you plan ahead and keep the money aside to go use. Please don't use this one, because the interest rate gonna kill you. The interest rate gonna make all your income to be working for these guys. These people, they know very well there is no way you will keep up to the end. They know at some point you will get overwhelmed, and then they will trap you and they will get all your money. 20-something% is so much money. 29% interest rate. That is like a killer interest. So if you spend like 10,000 of these, how are you gonna pay it back? They give you 45 days to pay back. You do not pay back within 45 days. What happens next? They start generating the interest. Compound interest, remember, 29%. That is so much money. And if you default, then you do not pay the next month. They're gonna combine it together with the interest that was for last month, and then they compound interest you again and put it there. You end up sinking in the most craziest debt, credit card debt. So I taught myself to only use the money that I have made. The reason as to why I started working crazily, it was to be able to cover the money that I drew from my savings account, and now start making my checking account a little bit more stable, so that I can be able to sustain myself without using this thing. This thing is dangerous. Do not be lied to by anyone. If you want to survive in America, only use the money that you have earned. Stop going for heavy debt, because it keeps on coming and on, and eventually you will find yourself that you only make money for people. You are not even able to save nothing because you only make money for people. And when you only make money for people, work become boring. You become tired all the time when you want to go to work. Why? Because you know there is no benefits. So I bought my car from my pocket. I have never had a car note, by the way. And this time I said I'm gonna upgrade my car and I will buy a car that is like 5 years old or 4 years old. That is an upgrade to me. And it is not like I couldn't buy a higher car, but then I cannot use all my savings to buy a car that will gonna depreciate. And since I'm working, I'm gonna work hard, and then I will have the money that I need. The only time you cannot buy cash is when you are buying a mortgage. A mortgage is a little bit of money, and you won't be able to come back with all that money. You can when houses were like $200,000. You can gather that if you want. You can give yourself time and you'll be able to buy a mortgage cash. But nowadays, it is a little bit hectic because of the price of the homes right now, like $500,000. It's a lot of money. But me, I want people to know that you can survive without this thing here. I have survived, and I always do. Before, I used to swipe this and then I will pay it in 2 days because I don't want the debt to accumulate. But then I got unconscious on the way and I found myself in a debt of $4,600. I cleared that thing, but I was so bitter because they had already started to send me the compound interest. So, my take is, you can survive in America without this. You do not need it. My friend, you do not need a credit card. I got trapped because of the cashback that they give you. Forget about the cashback. And remember, that cashback would make no sense when they send you the compound interest. And people don't want to be told the truth, but I always like to tell the truth. Forget about credit card. Build your checking account. Only use what you have made. Please, this is not your money. This is money that they want you to use this money indirectly. You are using your own money through them, because even though they put 10,000 here, it does not mean that is my money. I'm still gonna pay. So they want me to act like I'm using their money, but I'm actually using my money, misusing my money. So many people, when it comes to this, they think like they can buy anything because it's a credit card. Anyway, I'm gonna pay it back later. My friend, it is not just a credit card. You are misusing your money indirectly. They made you this as a middleman to help you misuse your money, because if it was your own money, if it was your own checking account, you are able to see the balance is going down and you cannot use it more than you need to use it. But this credit card is loaded and overloaded. Right now, if I ask them to increase this, they're gonna increase it to like 15,000. I do not need 15,000 in my life for that belongs to a company, because they know that when you know you have 15,000 here, you become excited. Even when you're shopping, you are like, you know what, I'm gonna use credit card and then I'll pay it back later. My friend, that is a trap. That is a very big trap. If you were to use your own card, like this one for your checking or your ATM, like this one, it is the same account. If you were to use this one, because this is a Visa, as you can see, you will never ever swipe this as fast as you do to this other one. Why? Because you know this is the money, this money, I worked for it. For the money to get into my bank, I worked for it. And how about this one? No, this is just a credit card and I'll pay it back. My friend, avoid that. Avoid that so big time. Because so many people are behind because of relying with this. This has become their goddess. You know what? I can plan a trip out of the blues because I have a credit card that has $20,000. I can plan a trip abruptly. I just wake up, pack my bags, and go to Hawaii. Why? Because I have a credit card. My friend, you do not have a credit card. This credit card is just a card that was used to manipulate your brain so that you can use your money, misuse your money indirectly, unconsciously. So, make sure, and I'm trying to give this testimony here so that people can see it through my eyes. You can buy a nice car through your own money. You do not need a credit to swipe. You can do that. How? Have a discipline, have a budget, work with a budget, a monthly budget. I pay this on rent, I pay this on food. You put it aside in envelopes. Or you can have as many cards as you can want from your bank. This is for mortgage. This is for rent if you do rent or mortgage. This is for food. This is for if you are planning a trip, plan it ahead of time and get funds to a certain bank, a savings account, and make sure that the only money you're gonna be using in that trip, you have already earned that money. Let us stop living life that is not ours, or life that's gonna add us into high blood pressure because you don't know how to now settle this debt. I asked myself, what if I didn't have a savings account? They would have kept on sending me the interest rate, which of course the second month would have been $160 plus dollars. Imagine you will forever live to work for the credit card company, and that is why they force you. They keep on sending so many credit cards to your house. Why do you think they do that? Because it is a business. How is it a business? Imagine someone assisting you to misuse your money so that they can make money through you. Imagine, it is a double tragedy. You misused your money because you don't feel the pain because it is a credit card, but then it's gonna be paid by the money that you made. So it is your own money you are trashing away. Then they're gonna make money out of you, even though they made you to misuse that money that you have. So me as Iwakago, I know it is very possible to live in America without no debt. The only debt that I allow people to have is the mortgage. And for you to have mortgage, there is a way you can work towards the principal. Pay more towards the principal. And then you won't have the 30 years to pay the interest rate. To pay the interest, which is so much money, and which you pay for the first few years before they even start paying any money towards the mortgage. So that is how things work here in America. And unless you are open-minded and you are able to see through it, you will be able to know that you do not need a credit card at all. Yes, I do have one, but what I did, by the way, you saw me looking for it because I haven't used it for quite some time. Why? I realized I do not need it. Something that can cost me more money, more expenses, I do not need it. This is not a help. This is not a help, it's an expenditure. I don't need it. So the only reason I am carrying this card with me is because I know I cannot close down my credit line. But I activated this card just the other day. I went to Arizona because at the airport I needed to hire a car and they need you to have a credit card. So I activated this card right there in front of the customer care desk. Otherwise, I do not need any credit card. And I have survived. We eat good. We pay our house on time. Because there is God, and now the credit card. I am not going to put my trust here. Trust me, guys. This is like a goddess. This is like a goddess in America. Because people have been built, people's brain have been shifted to think that you really need this. You do not need it. You can survive in America with or without a credit card. You only need a credit card to build your score. But if you have a home and you do not need a car loan, why are you building credit? Why are you building credit? To go take where? You have already gotten done with the most part of it. The most part of it is the mortgage. If you are done with the mortgage, you do not need credit anymore. You can keep whatever credit you have and it can stay there, because if it is a car, you can budget for a car. For example, when I will be turning 40 years, I want to gift myself my dream car. That is in my budget. So from today, I have a savings account specifically set for that purpose. That is for depositing money to buy my dream car. I am 37 as we speak. So by the time I get to 40, I will have my full money. I will have enough money to buy my dream car, and I will gift myself. So plan ahead and believe in God. God will open so many doors for you. When I decided to get myself out there to work, God opened so many doors. I remember praying to God and asked God, please, if I have become lazy in my work, I pray that God, you forgive me and give me more work so that I can be able to sustain myself without the credit card. I know I do not need a credit card in America. I know I do not have to get myself into debt, which is easily done here. Even a phone, you do not have to buy a phone like cash. You can go and get a phone and be paying as mortgage. No way. Those are the things that I cannot do. If I need a phone, if it is 1,500, I'm paying 1,500. I take my phone, we are done. Because these little debts, they make up to a very huge amount at the end of the month. I do not want my peace to go into debt, thinking about how I'm gonna settle them. And I'm not against people who prefer car notes. That is you. But I'm saying you do not need it. There is a better way of living life in America. And life will be very enjoyable. Why do we get ourselves into credit cards? One, because you are living without a budget. You buy things that you have not budgeted for. You buy food that you do not even need. According to the white people here, what they do, they buy food that is supposed to last from this time to this time. Do they eat bad, poorly? No, they eat very good. But budgeting can help you to achieve bigger and healthier in everything all around. But we like going to the store. Oh, that's a nice dress. Wow. You grab it. That's a nice shirt. You grab it. That's a nice shoe. You grab it. You are running on Google and then you see Amazon has this. Oh, order, Prime, do to my address. That is how we live. But we need to shape our life. We are the only people who can shape our life. You have all the money that you need without this. Trust me, you do. You do. Because I do. I even have money to save nowadays. But remember, I'm telling you, 3 months ago, I had a debt of 4,600 from this. So you have all the money that you want, the money that you need, but you need to stay in a budget. When I realized that I'm sinking, I said, I'm gonna now start working on a budget. I'm gonna be planning trips that I'll plan ahead and that have a purpose, not just going to visit places that don't even yield nothing. At the end of the day, I need to be somewhere making it count, even if it is a vacation. I want to go to a vacation that is vacationing with me, a vacation that is paying back to me. Let us not be fools. Let us not be stupid. We are very much clever. We are wise people. We can plan plans that benefit us. Even as you take a vacation to go rest, please make sure that your resting is giving back to you in a way. And it is very possible. Another way, it is to plan ahead. Stop just bumping into things simply because you have money. You know, I have money, I can just buy things. You know, this came up, so I have to do this. No, sit yourself down and ask yourself, what is the long term of this? What is the shortcomings of this? Do I need it, or am I just going for it because I want it? Because there are wants and there are needs. If it is not a need, it is not urgent. If it is not a need, it is not urgent. And we make ourselves poor, and then we continue complaining to God. Oh God, I don't know, I'm here, I see other people thriving, they are also like me, but me, look at me, look how I am, I don't have anything to show. My friend, you have everything to show, but you do not have a budget. You do not have the discipline that it takes for a person to become rich. They did not just become rich and they were trashing away money like that. You see, I know of a couple here in America. They are white people. They bought their car last year, cash, 30-something thousand. The car that I bought, it wasn't more than 15,000. And that is also something big to come up with in form of cash. But I look up to them because they don't use credit cards. No, they do cash. The only time they use their credit is when they were buying their home. And that one I understand. It is very understandable because you cannot, maybe it is hard to come up with $500,000 to buy a home. But Let me tell you, even before you go for that home, make sure you research about how you can bring down the math and put as much down as you can. Stop moving with what other people do. Research first so that you can save yourself the interest that comes, the interest that comes from the money that you are being led. Okay? You can even put down half if you want. Then you can work towards the principal. Beat it every month, pay more, but send it to the principal so that it can go down, because most of the mortgages are compound interest. So the more you bring down the amount, the more you get, the more the money will go into your mortgage and not to the interest part of it. Okay? I'm not that much wise, but I think I have learned it the hard way. And I can see things coming from far, and I like researching things, and I like it when I do something stupid, because that is the first and the last time I'm gonna do it. From there, I'm gonna have my lessons and carry forward, and then come to a place like this and I tell you the truth. Please, purpose to live a debt-free life. It is very possible, very possible. My house is not that even cheap. I pay like $1,700. So I am able to balance all my bills, and I can still have something to save. Why? Because I said bye-bye to this guy. This guy will bring so much needs to you than you need. It tells you, you know what, Hawaii is a very beautiful place. Guy, you've never been there? Wow. And then, you know what, I have a credit card. Then you go swipe airline, and then you go swipe hotel, then you go swipe rental car. And you board the flight, and you go to Hawaii. You have a nice time there. You are happy. You are happy, but you are screwing up yourself. Why? To go to Hawaii is not a bad thing, but did you plan for that? Why are you living a blind life? Why do you want to just wake up and move with the wind? Why do you want to owe so much money such that all your income, half of it or 3/4 of it, will be getting taken by this credit card? Is it worth it? How long can you do that? When you grow old, you will look back and see you did things the wrong way. You did things upside down. You can still have fun. You can still plan trips. But please, it is called planning ahead. Plan ahead. And you can go have fun all you can have. And you will come back home a happy person, a fulfilled person, because you do not have any debt to pay. You went and financed your own trip. Now you are at home, you are relaxed, and you do not owe nobody a penny. And now you can go back to work and start working again. You can work and play at the same time, but plan everything accordingly. Strategize everything. Stop going with the crowd. If they say, "Oh, next weekend I'm gonna be in New York," and then you board a flight to New York to go meet there, you don't know how bad into debt they are, and they are recruiting one of them. They now want to recruit you to join them to be a member of the debt association. That is something I said no to. I know God. God is my creator. God is the giver of everything. But also, he hates foolish people. He hates foolish people. We have to be wise. We have to seek wisdom from God. He is very wealthy. We should not be walking around as a sign of debt. Everywhere you go, once they pull up your records, they see like you owe like 50,000. There are people with $50,000 debt. My friend, I pity you. But if you can allow me to walk with you, I can make you to go out of that debt completely. Even if it takes you 3 years, I will teach you how to do it. I will tell you what not and what to do, because I know the pain of paying that compound interest that is found on these credit cards. That is the part that they don't reveal to you. Most of these credit cards, they give 28-29% compound interest of whatever you owe. For example, I don't have a pen. If you owe them $5,000 and then they gonna charge you out of that $5,000. The first month you default, they gonna charge you 30% of the 5,000. So that is 50, and this is gone. So 5 times 3, that is 15. 30, that is 1,500. 1,500 just for interest, guy. Hey, do you know how much time you're gonna spend to make 1,500 just to pay for interest rate because you are stuck with 5,000? It is the same thing. When you go for car note, the reason as to why I don't buy cars as car note. I wanna pay for what I can afford and go home peacefully. That is me. The reason as to why I do that is because the interest is the biggest part, and they don't reveal this to you. They gonna tell you this car is going for 40,000. Well and good. I like it. The deal is good. It's a new car. Everything looks good. It's a nice looking car and all that. But for you to be led the 40,000 by a bank, they need you to pay like 7% of the 40,000. Compounded interest. Every month, you're gonna be paying a certain amount of interest. For example, let me give you a good example with a house mortgage. A house mortgage can cost you, maybe you are paying, let's say you are paying 3,000 in house mortgage. Mind you, 3/4 of that goes into interest. Just interest. That is pure interest. Very little goes to the mortgage principal, and the rest goes to other expenses that comes with mortgage, like insurance and all that. So you have to be wise when you are going to get something that is more than 5,000. Even 5,000 money that belongs to a bank, it means a lot. It has a very big impact. So you will live so many years trying to make money for someone. Imagine in a 3,000 mortgage, 2,300 goes to interest rate, and they first of all mind their interest before they can put any money into your mortgage principal. So imagine you are working so hard to pay the 3,000, but the 2,300, it is just interest rate. My friend, what you need to do is, I cannot tell you to cancel the mortgage. You need the house. What you need to do is work so hard now to beat the principal. Work so hard to erase that very fast, because they are charging you because you owe them $500, which was the initial cost for the home. So the $2,300 that goes to the interest is what they lend you. They lend you $500 to own a home. So they are now have a monthly income from you. Other than you owing them the $500, you also owe them the interest part of 2,300 monthly, and that is the least. 2,300 monthly, just for interest. That makes you to be their slave for the next 30 years. Doing the same thing. Imagine if you can work as double and try to beat the principal. That way you will owe them less, and the compound will become less. The interest will become less because it is compounded to the remaining balance. That way you will be able to unhook yourself out of this trap. I pray to God very, 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 very hard that one day I will be able to buy my second. I had the first mortgage. I will be able to buy my next house cash, which I know I'm not limited. That is what I pray. If I won't make it to buying it cash, I pray that God will help me to put down 3/4 of the money, and then I'm gonna clear the rest within 1 year, because I know I can do that. And I am a hard worker, but I know I need I need God in a very big way so that my dreams can come true. And I believe in that. I know there are ladies who have bought and men who have bought houses here cash. So it is very possible. If you focus your energy to doing something, it is very possible to achieve it. And I know I will buy my next house will be cash. Because when I sat myself down, I am not worth working for someone for over 2,000 a month, just paying interest, 2,000, over 2,000 a month. No, I can do better. I can do better. I can do better. I'm not gonna commit myself to that for the next 30 years. I know I will commit myself to a certain years, but I'm not gonna commit myself to 30 years of paying more than 2,000 in interest rate, in interest only. I'm not gonna do that. And because God can give us what we pray for, I know I will achieve that in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name, I know I will achieve that. Guys, I just wanted to motivate you. Please, it is very possible to live in America debt-free and enjoy life. Just have a budget. Plan things. Work with people that motivate you to go less on debt, not to go deeper, in debt. And it is very possible. Go work. If you need more money, work more. That is my principle. If you need more money, work more. If you need more expensive life, then work more to get it. Earn it before you spend it. Okay? So I am so much happy. If you can like my video, guys, if you are able to see this, I am so happy. I didn't know I would be able to pull through the video because of my sore throat and stuff, but I did it by the grace of God. If you would like my video, that would be better. That motivates me. And I have another video dropping on Monday because I'm at work and the internet here is not that good. That is gonna be showing you my routine, like what I do at work and how long it takes me at work. And you can weigh yourself and ask yourself, is this something that I can do, or is being self-employed worth it? So yeah, I know I will achieve this in Jesus' name. Ask me the questions. I'm here to answer them now. You are open to ask me any question. Thank you. I see you said, I know I will achieve this in Jesus' name. Loving the light. Thank you so much, Ross. Nathan, how you talk legit point for real. We have been glued by debtors. Why can't you as be an investor consultant? Oh yeah, we are working towards that, my friend. I don't want people to be slaves, because it is not like America is a bad place, but because of these credit cards, people have always lived to know America is a bad place. You need credit to survive. You need to be in debt to survive. In fact, they sent me so many credit cards for me to assign them. You have qualified. You have qualified for an auto loan. You are qualified for this amount. Just the other day, my other bank was sending me a credit card. You have qualified for this up to 15,000 credit card line. I'm like, I do not need it, and I just tear it and I put it in the trash. Why? Because they want to put me in the trap. Me, I know I don't need no credit card. I can be able to finance my life without a credit card, because what I need to do is to live a life that I have already earned, and not a life I dream about and I don't have the life in the bank. First of all, have that life in your bank and then go for it. For example, if you want to buy a brand new car, make at least 30,000, go put it in your bank, and then go ask for an auto loan. Then they can finance you for the 10,000. That is manageable, because you can be able to manage 10,000 more than you can be able to manage 40,000. So even though you want to build your credit, build it like a wise person. Stop getting into these traps. Build your credit using the minimum. What do I mean? For example, I want a car that is 25,000. I'm going to go put down 20,000 cash, and then I'm going to finance the 5,000, and I'll tell them, please finance this for 72 months. Meaning, they're going to spread it for 72, getting the much of the interest from me, but I'm not that dumb. After 6 months, when my credit will have built so good, I go and clear it. I'm going in and clear that thing, and I'll pay them the remaining balance of the 5,000. Here is your money. bring my logbook, we are done, my credit is up there, and I am a free person. You're not gonna hook me. You won't hook me. I can pay for those few months, but I'm not gonna allow myself to be paying for an interest rate for 40,000. No. Let's do this, guys. Make sure you have enough down payment. If you wanna build your credit, if that is what you wanna cling into, just make sure you have 3/4 of the money. Put it down. Let them finance your the rest of the money, like 5,000. Tell them, I want this 5,000 to pay it in 72 months. That means every month you'll be paying like $50. $50, then the interest may be $75. Do that for just 6 months. After the 6 months, walk in with that check. Tell them, you know what? I want to pay off the remaining balance. That is done. So no more milking me interest. No more, I owe you no more. Then my credit is good. I have built my credit, if that is what you want to do. And I have my car and my logbook. Bye-bye. See you next time. Because when you take a car note, by the time you are getting done paying that car, then you need another car because it is already broken, because you have like 5 years to pay it. It is already broken. It has already started giving you issues. So you cannot lead this type of life. Minimize the amount of money that goes to the interest in this country. Wherever, by the way, any country. If when you go to do your math, there is a whole lot of money that goes into interest. Please minimize that. Always make sure you are putting down a good amount of down payment. That is the number one way to fight huge interest. Kuna maswali? Sorry to be late. It's okay. It's okay. I have learned something through this. God bless you. Thank you so much. Essie, add some volume, please. Oh, am I too far? Oh, guy, talk horrible. So, guys, I do not wish to make this any longer, but just know that working unconsciously or doing things impromptu can make you be a fool and a slave for people. It can make you be a slave for people. Why? Because you will get yourself in a pit that you cannot get yourself out. Talk about fostering, please, in Kansas. Fostering is 2 types in Kansas. If you can allow me, let me come back with that video tomorrow or the next day, please, because there are things that I need to put in place. There are notes that I need to write down, and I am actually a licensed foster parent, even though I don't do that, but I can do that if I want. But there are 2 types of foster care, and I only came to know about foster care juicy too, just the other day, that there is 2 types of foster care. I knew there was the kids foster care, but I didn't know that there are other agencies that offer kids for fostering, and they even pay better. So I will come back here with fostering. Fostering, it can be an adult, it can be a child. But the best thing about fostering, let me just touch the base. The best thing about fostering, the money is untaxable. It is not taxable income. Secondly, you can work from the comfort of your house. But you have to be a people lover. You have to love caregiving. Like, I have done caregiving for so many years, and it is something that is in my blood. I don't think there is anything a client can do and get into my nerves, because I have seen all type of behaviors. I have seen all type of attitudes, and trust you me, I can live with someone or with clients in my house under the same roof, and it won't affect my mental capacity, my mental stability, because this is something that I have lived with for so many years, and the experience is enough to handle anything. So there are so many ventures, and I will come back with that foster care, and I want people to know I don't know how easy it is in Missouri because that is where I landed. But in Kansas, you can do foster care and you can do shared living and you can do home provider. I will come back with that video so that I can expound better what is foster care, what is shared living, and what is host provider. I will come back with that, and I will also give some numbers, how much you can earn when you are doing this, how much you can earn when you are doing this, and how much you can earn when you are doing this, and working with how many people, and working from what setup or setting. So there is a lot to gather. Most of this information I have it because I have been in the caregiving field for way too long. And I can also be able to tell you, if you become a private caregiver, you just go get licensed with CPR and first aid, and also you get some course with how to administer medication. You can become a private caregiver. Start up your own company, guys. I will keep on saying this. Please stop seeing yourself like there are those people who were sent by to go spy the land, the land that the Israelites were supposed to be given, and they came back with a very disheartening report that the people who we found in the land that we are supposed to go and occupy, comparing us with them, we were like grasshoppers. Stop seeing yourself like a grasshopper when God has given you so much power. So I will come back with that, and that is another way of becoming self-employed in America and earning good money without stretching too much. But you have to love people to be able to do fostering. You have to love people to be able to do host jobs, host provider. You have to love people and caregiving to be able to do shared living jobs. I will come back here with that video, and thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please like my video before you exit, and I will come back with that video most likely tomorrow. I want to pull up my socks with live videos, and I will come back with that tomorrow, how you can start your host home provider, how you can become a host home provider, how you can become a foster care mom or dad. And this is something that can be done by men. It is not limited. Whether you are married or single, they don't care. As long as you have an ID and your background is clean, you can go for it. And people don't know this. People don't know this, and some of these things they can work better with you, because when you are a host home, a shared home provider, you can be able to go to other jobs, because this person goes to some of them goes to a daycare. So when you are choosing the person to come live with you, you can choose the one that goes to a daycare. That way, when they go to daycare, you can go to school if you're in school, and also you can go work. Like me, I can go supervise my job, my work, and come back home and pick them up from the daycare, or they can take a bus to home, or a daycare bus to home. They can be dropped off. There are so many options to do this, especially for those parents that are struggling with balancing the schedules for their kids. There is so much you can do. Just open up your mind. Be a loving person. When you are a good person, good things follow you. Good things follow you. But when you're a bad person, it is very hard to even do anything, because most of the things that you're going to do gonna involve people, and you hate people. How are you going to be working with people? You eventually end up to losing instead of gaining. So let us first of all be good people. Be good people with good hearts. I like saying that. Be a person with a good heart. That way, God will open doors for you. I was telling people on my other video that some of these people, when they heard that I am having a situation with my son and I'm going to be missing work pretty much the whole of that week, some were even asking me, can I send you some dinner so that you don't have to cook and you can take time and be with your son? Oh, can I? Some of them even sent me money that I didn't work for. Like, these are my clients. They are not even people that we come from the same tummy. They are people that are my clients. But because we have a good relationship between me and them, we have gone beyond a client and a business provider, but we have now leveled up to like a family. One of the couple gave me $100, and she was like, we just felt, me and my husband, they are old couple, we need to support you with this $100. I know you did not work the whole of last week, and you need this because you are the only parent, and if you miss work, you don't make money. So be good to people. It will pay back. If you are a good person, good things will follow you. Hawa tu wa maroho chafu, like people who are always mad at, there is nothing they were done. Nobody did nothing to them, but they are always so mad, and they are always seeing negativity in everything. They see themselves as superior all the time. No, you gotta change. To survive, you gotta change. To live in this world in peace, you gotta change. To be able to gain, to gain things from people, you gotta change. Be a good person. Inspire people in a good way. Always be happy. Smile at them. Even when you are sad, smile at them. Infect them with a positive energy. And when you will need it, they will give that back to you. Okay? So I'm gonna add this video. Let me show you. This is one of my clients' house. This is where she lives, and this is all the amenities that they have. They even have a basketball court. Yeah, and somewhere that you can do choma, like barbecue over there. You can barbecue over there. They have all the nice grills over there. You can barbecue there. You can come and sit here and bask if you want. They have all these resources here, and they also pay, before I forget, they also pay a wonderful rent. If I say that, you know what I mean. Those are 2 swimming pools. If you can check over there, here there is a pool that is open. That is a hot water tub. You can go there even during the winter and bathe yourself there. It is a hot water tub, and if you can see, you can look closely, you can see people there. Only thing you need to carry is your lobe, or you just go there with your towel. You can have a nice hot water there. You can play with it and all of that. So this is a nice place to be. This is an apartment, but when you come here, if you're new in America, don't go for this because they are expensive. You need something that is manageable, and then when you grow your roots, you can come here and pay. Personally, I cannot live here because of the setting, and I have kids, so I am good wherever I am. Guys, bye. At what time please will be live? Tomorrow after church, that will be, I'll be at 1 p.m. Kenyan time. 1 p.m. Kenyan time. That will be, wait, Iguagoma. Yeah, it will be 10 p.m. Kenyan time. I will try to be 9 because I know we have a difference of long hours. I will try to be 9 p.m. but mostly I know I can make it at 10 p.m. Kenyan time. I can come live, and then I will talk about that will be American time 12 p.m. so that I can narrate how you can become a self-employed, or how you can start life in America by becoming a shared living host, or a foster mom, or a foster dad, or a foster whoever, as long as they pay you, and I'll come with the numbers of how much you can earn and how long it can take you to start the job. Okay, guys, let me wind up this video. Thank you so much. Before you exit, please consider to like my video. Oh wow, I'm into fostering. Thanks. Masinginya, where do you fostering? Can you inbox me please? So, and I would also tell you how much you can make in other states as well, because I know several states that you can do foster care, and how much they can pay you if you decide to go with kids, and what they look, what are the things that what are the factors that decide how much money you're gonna earn through the kids that you're gonna get, how many kids you can be given. You just need a big house and you can rent out. You don't have to be a homeowner to do this. So guys, let's catch myself live tomorrow, and God willing, I'm gonna have all that information. As soon as I get off this video, what I'm gonna be doing, I will be gathering more information on what that nikikuja. Oh, okay, Mercy, it's okay. I am just being nini. I thought you are here already, but I think I spoke it to be. It shall come to be. All right, guys, bye bye. Before you exit, please like this video, and thank you so much. See you when you see me. Bye bye.